Hello everyone, my name is Ajmerdeen and welcome to my channel Analyze with Ajmerdeen. Today 23rd November 2020 and it was an examination of Strategic Financial Management November 2020 candidates. And after an hectic examination of financial reporting, I must note that most of you have seen a light at the end of the tunnel because today's financial management strategic financial management exam paper was a treat for those who have read and attempted practice manual questions thoroughly and know all the basic concepts and the formulas. Let us go through one by one, and not 100% but more than 85-90% was paper was from the practice manual itself for October 2018, and some of the questions were from past examinations as well. And the theory questions as well were very easy and direct to the point. For example, Nostro, Vostro, Loro account, synergy, and the very basic of financial policy linked with strategic management. So these were very treat for those who have just read the first few questions theory of the practice manual as well. So overall, it was a great question paper, and I hope that some of you must have sense about exemption as well. But I hope the trend remains and institute also grant good benefit and lenient checking on the strategic financial management examination. Let us come to question number 1A was related to Walters model, and if you know the formula of Walter model, you must know how to calculate the value of the firm, value of the company. And here with more the dividend payout ratio is, the less will be the value, the less will be the less dividend payout or nil, the more will be the value if IRR is greater than the cost of capital. Coming to first B was related to your growth model. If you know the growth formula, it was easy for you because growth formula is retention ratio into your cost of I think return on equity. So it is not cost of capital, return on equity. First C was basically from foreign exchange, and again 100 crore 10 crore Hong Kong dollars was to be secured from the immediate purchase on the local market and the London market. So again it was a simple questions. If you know the basics how to sell and which rate to be selected, selling rate and buying rate, then it was an easy treat again. First D was related to economic value addition, and again in the financial reporting and as well as in this EVA was asked. Second B, again if I come about, this was straight question from the practice manual, and future price and gain from the short position in the index of 22,500, direct question from the practice manual. If you know the formula, you must have attempted it well. Second B was again related to the cancellation rate. This was supposed to be a good question and a tricky one as well, because many conversion rates are given, and I hope these decimal points are taken carefully. Third A part was related to the calculation of net asset value, and again it was first part was very simple. You need to multiply the market price with the shares and total it and divide it by the 6 lakh shares. Then the 30 lakh investment was there, so NAV was to be divided here, and new funds, new number of units to be calculated, and third part was related to the NAV on 2nd August. Coming to this part, this is I think third B. Third B was related to your NPV calculation, and here inflation rates were given. So basically some of you might have attempted as the revenue of the figure into one, for example first year 112%. So there can be a two basis of doing this, but inflation rate calculation was there. So this question I don't know if it was in practice manual or not, but yes, it was a little tricky to attempt, but I hope most of you have attempted it well. Again coming to the factoring question was fourth A, related to factors and benefit to be evaluation of viability of the factoring proposal was to be taken, and here in the candidate has said no. So let's see what's your opinion, let me know in the comment box. Fourth P was related to your approach prospective customer in intending to acquire machinery of, okay, it was related to your, it was direct question from the practice manual again, and it was calculation of the minimum lease rental to be charged, and 3:2:1, this was the ratio on which the lease rental to be charged. So this was a bit of calculation lengthy, but if you have kept the patience, this might have been an easy question for 8 marks. But yes, I cannot say that it was very easy. It was a long in the calculation, and it requires patience in while answering the questions and writing down each figures carefully. Fifth A part was related to again, it was direct from the practice manual, and expected rate of return, and then risk factors and the formula. If you know the risk factor, second part, if you don't remember, recall it on the exam paper. That could have been a challenge, but first part was very easy. The expected rate of return, which is very which is of course weight into the expected individual rates uh, of the investments, or we can say shares, securities. Okay, let us come to the B part of the same question. It was related to basic concept of call and put option. If prices raised greater than 110, then the rise price minus 110 was the profit. For example, in the third part, 138 minus 110. In B part, 90 minus 70, and in first there was no use of call option as such, but the cost of premium are the loss for the individual. Sixth A part was related to the merger, and it was again calculation of swap ratio, which could have been a little lengthy, but yes, it was 10 marks question worth spending 18 to 20 minutes. Now let us come to the sixth B part, was related to the calculation of brokerage and calculation of the interest per annum, effective rate of interest per annum. Again, it was directly from the practice manual, or if I recall, it was there in some of the past year examination paper, maybe around 2012 or 2013. Let us coming to the seventh question, and it was theory part, and quite a simple questions were asked here related to the financial policy, how it is linked with the strategic management, distinguish between investment bank and commercial bank, and what are the foreign currency convertible bonds, what are nostro, vostro and loro account, and what is the synergy in the context of merger and acquisition. So thank you very much for listening and seeing this video, and all the best for the next examination. And yes, the suggested answers will be uploaded soon, and it will be available on my blog. Link will be there in the description box. You can download this examination paper from the